It's possibly the most important class we teach our kids.
And trying to get the apprentices to understand that they need to save for those downtimes is always a difficult thing.
Some kids are just, you know, in awe of all the information because they never really thought about it much.
I think overall it's a benefit to the apprentice.
This program is going to help them achieve that whole financial stability a lot earlier than what has done in the past.
The building and construction trades offer many benefits: good pay, wage increases, health insurance, and pension plans. But unemployment can be a major challenge, especially for the apprentice. Many apprentices earn higher hourly wages than they have ever earned before, but the reality is there may be work only 9 months out of the year. Every apprentice learns how to use the tools of his or her trade, but there hasn't been a way to teach apprentices how to build a solid financial future until now. Financial Tools for the Trades is a financial education program tailored to the building and construction trades. The program gives apprentices tools for planning unemployment, managing their money, building credit, and saving for their future.
So we're going to talk about credit, what it is, about credit reports. We're going to talk about credit.
The benefit is that people can take control of their own financial future. You don't know what you don't know, and people come out of our traditional educational system, K through 12, without any requirement for financial education. So now these young people are getting into apprenticeship, they're getting into training where they have the ability to make a living wage.
We can teach them the skills to do the trade. We can teach them how to run the equipment or fix it or do the surveying. But if they don't have the skills, the life skills to survive our industry, which is different from any other industry they'll work in, it's not a factory job where you go there 40 hours a week from 8 to 5 or whatever the schedule is, where you have a 40-hour paycheck every week of your life. You work with the same people doing the same thing. It's a whole different world.
The big benefit is most people that come into the trades starting out, they've never made a lot of money in their past, and what they're able to do with this financial tools of the trades is actually be able to put a budget together and start planning for their future.
Really, the heart of a spending plan is tracking what you spend, and I'm talking about little things like gum all the way to the big things like your rent or your mortgage and everything in between. And no matter
I would say that most of them come in without a clue at all. They have big stars in their eyes about the journey level wage rate and the benefit package, and they go rah rah, things are going to be great, but they don't. Most of them do not seem to have a clue.
But I usually get coffee and a snack, which is about $5 a day. So who cares? Well, this is why I care. Because when I do the math, I realized that $5 a day, if I do this most days, is $150 a month, and that's $1,800 a year. Could you do something with $1,800 a year? Yeah, so could I.
There were a lot of aha moments going on when apprentices are going, I can't make this payment of, $100 or $200, and the instructor said, well, how much do you spend a month on lattes, cigarettes, and just blowing your money at the 7-Eleven store when you could be doing a lot more responsible stuff?
This is a bit of seasonal work, or should I say there's peaks and valleys in it. And by hearing the presentation or reading the literature about the financial tools for the trades, it gives them knowledge and hopefully helps them to avoid some mistakes that a lot of people before them have made.
So, apprentices ask this: how can I improve my credit? Ideas?
You pay off all your debts.
Pay off all your debt?
Make sure that they go back onto your credit card.
Make steady payments, right?
Get a secured credit card.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a thought process and it's a practice, and it's like being educated in anything. If you have someone there to help you lay it out and help you understand how to do it, then it's beneficial. And if it's reaffirmed over time, that's even better, because those are skills. Some people do it maybe like me out of fear, so naturally I keep planning this on a regular basis. I mean, throughout my life.
The average American household has in credit card debt $8,000, okay?
Yeah, they don't get it, that making the minimum payment does not get down the capital principal part of that debt, that they're barely paying the interest. And then the calculation of how many years it's going to take to get that principal and the compounding interest on top of interest on top of interest. And the answer is not to just go get another credit card.
Takes her 30 years to pay the $8,000. Does anyone in here ever want to make the minimum credit card payment again?
I've got a big family, so I take, I can't live without doing some sort of spending plan and savings, and, every month something comes up, emergency, So all of that and everything is something, I'm really interested in, and any little bit helps as far as, taking care of my financial responsibilities.
My credit is definitely not the best, so I've been, for the last couple months, I've already been trying to figure out how to clean up my credit, so I feel like I got a lot of information here.
Having a class, I think, sends the right message that this is something serious enough that, everybody should sit down and learn, because if you're just left to your own devices, every year a raise is going to come, and your spending is going to increase, and 5 years, 8 years down the road, you're going to lose out on that much of trying to save money for a house, for a car, and then God forbid an accident happened and you become unemployed for 9 months or a year or for the rest of your life, and you have no financial solvency.
Contractors are realizing that too many of their employees live from hand to mouth, and what we need to do is we need to prepare people to be financially secure, if you will. Someone who's financially secure can withstand the ups and downs of this industry, and everybody knows that they're there. So carving out a little bit of time is going to come back tenfold. So I think it's going to save a lot of heartache in the long run.
Well, it's really important, it's part of all of us out there as trainers to make a well-rounded, productive employee. Part of that comes from being financially stable, and it is part of our duty, I believe, to make sure that the apprentices, the young people coming through the program, are going to be able to have a stable future, a more stable future, and the more productive we're all going to be, the happier we're all going to be.
Main benefits of financial tools are that it gives them another voice to be heard. It's a very hands-on, interactive, engaging class. And it honestly makes them think about their spending habits. It makes them think, do I need that, wants and needs. Do I need that $1,000 stereo system in my truck, or should I really put that away in case things slow down construction-wise? It gets them thinking about the finances, and you know what? They retain it, they remember it, and you get to retain them. That's the biggest thing. You get to keep them in your programs, learning the trades.
Financial tools for the trades includes a financial survival guide, a do-it-yourself manual that helps apprentices save for layoffs, build good credit, plan for their financial future, and more. An accompanying financial tools workshop that can be taught during apprentice classroom training. The class can be 1 to 4 hours long. And a trainer toolkit, which includes an instructor's guide and presentation materials. For more information and to teach financial tools for the trades in your classroom, go to www.financialmentoring.net. Remember, financial tools for the trades may be the most important set of skills you ever teach your apprentices.